We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And here's Lewis. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys. Will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're going to go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Under. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move to James.
We're going to 54. Why? 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, 46.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Switch and 8. Here we go, 46. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58. Hey, we're not going.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
26. 319.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, twisting away. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Prescott now on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
First down, Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Get out, get out. Hey, switch.
Here's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Number 46. Good.
Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20.
319.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
319.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
158.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. A second down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
You go 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zone.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
319, 158.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
319, 319, 319.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He gets it here to Peak. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
319.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. Rodgers with a keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Prescott. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Prescott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right. Get reset. Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He got 29 yards that time.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Hustle, hustle. Hey, 47.
Prescott on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Done. Here we go.
Prescott now. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go, go, go. Get out there. Get out there. Banjo.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now the Packers get set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire. It sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey. Hey, 319. Right.
Well, give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Get out there. Where you at?
Now Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Get out. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Here you go. 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Elliott, and an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Got it. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They go to Elliott again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Zoom. 319!
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
319! Get reset. Hey, easy. 319.
Rodgers to throw on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And out now come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here go 46. Here go 46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
There we go. Count.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
There we go. 480.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
That's fine, yeah.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there, 77 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, go ahead. Check, 42's the line. Check, 42's the line. Here we go, 47. Strike that over there, over there.
On second down, Prescott again. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
47. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
You go 46, 46.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
You go 47, 26.
Prescott yet again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Prescott now on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Let's go, hey, let's go.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last.